Well, this Friday is the 4th of July. I'm sure you're all aware. And if you're hoping to catch some fireworks, Fair Oaks Ranch has a stunning show planned. It starts at 6 p.m. Friday at the Fair Oaks Ranch Golf and Country Club. And while it's important that everybody has fun this holiday, safety is just as important. We sat down with Police Chief Todd Smith and Assistant City Manager Jim Williams to talk all things Independence Day. Take a look. Fair Oaks Ranch is a unique city. It's spreads to parts of Kamal, Bear, and Kendall County. So how does that impact firework regulation considering those counties' respective burn bans and firework ordinances?
I just want to say that we've got great partnerships with all of our professional public safety agencies, and that just doesn't stop at law enforcement. It also includes our fire and EMS partners, whether it's ESD4, which serves Bear County, or also Bernie, both police department and fire services. We have great relationships with all of them, and it's just a matter of making sure that we're all in touch and very supportive of one another.
We do have rules out here in Fair Oaks, and they're not unusual rules compared to other cities. We have a strict no fireworks policy in Fair Oaks Ranch. Basically, you can't have any personal fireworks, can't have possession of them, you can't sell them, you can't store them, and obviously you can't use them. They're just banned citywide. Now you can have a public display. So if folks wanted to have a public display like a professional fireworks company come out and do something for an event, we could do that. But inside the city limits, unfortunately, for some folks, it's prohibited.
Now, aside from fireworks, some choose to celebrate with celebratory gunfire. What's your message to those people?
Those bullets inevitably come down. I've had experience in a much larger city where multiple injuries have been reported. So luckily, we've got more of a rural feeling out here, and our homes are further spread apart. But needless to say, we don't want any incidents where a bullet comes down and potentially goes through a roof of a home and strikes somebody. So we would discourage anybody from firing any weapons, and let's just look forward to a wonderful public display that we're hosting here in the city of Fair Oaks Ranch at our golf club.
Now, if someone is watching this in a neighborhood city with looser firework laws, are there any safety tips that you guys would recommend?
The easy ones, children and fireworks, sometimes it's not a good idea to leave kids unsupervised. So make sure if you're doing it, have adult supervision. Always be prepared for a fire. I mean, they could start fires. Have a hose, a bucket of water nearby, fire extinguishers, things like that. Be safe. Try not to pull a bunch of stunts with this. Try to do one at a time. Move away from it after you light one. Never try to relight a dud. Sometimes they just blow up when you're not thinking about it. And if you're consuming alcohol, or if you're on, if you're intoxicated, please refrain from using fireworks. That increases your risk for a mishap. Obviously, don't shoot fireworks at vehicles, homes, people, neighbors. Keep your pets protected. Sometimes pets don't like it. I know my dogs don't like it. And then obviously check where you're at. Make sure that where you're at, sometimes some counties have bans, sometimes they don't. Cities obviously have bans. Make sure you know where you're at and what the status is before you start shooting it off. And if you see anything, especially in the Fair Oaks Ranch area, if you see any unsafe use or any issues, obviously call the non-emergency dispatch line for Fair Oaks Ranch. Ours is 830-698-0990 to report that. And we'll send an officer out and have them take a look at it.
Even though we've had some recent rains, I don't want to downplay the fact that we were in a drought for so long, and there's still some trees that are struggling through that drought and are dry, and not to mention some of these aerial fireworks can get caught up in some roofs and things like that too. So I would just really encourage, let's take this 4th of July off from personally owned and personally deployed fireworks and come together and let the professionals do it. And we're looking forward to it.
And as Chief said, if you do want to endeavor or take part in any fireworks, Fair Oaks Ranch Golf and Country Club will be available. What else can attendees expect?
Yeah, so we're going to have our annual fireworks show. We have a fireworks and laser show. It's professionally done. It's we get comments every year how nice it is. Residents of Fair Oaks can come, visitors can come. The facility at the country club opens at 6 p.m. We'll have food trucks and music and just visiting and just good community atmosphere. The fireworks show starts at 9:30, and there will be an event to remember. So if folks want to come out, come on out. Parking a little bit tight, but that's okay. We'll park you up on Fair Oaks Parkway and can walk back into the country club.
Thank you to our guests again for joining us this morning for those celebrations. They are at Fair Oaks Ranch and they start at 6 p.m. at the Golf and Country Club again this Friday.